Hello friends and welcome back. So I hope you have gone through all the previous sessions properly and thoroughly because in this particular session all these terms will come in picture whatever we have discussed so far. Okay, like what is the different kind of a profiles, a deployment manager, a node agent, and then your different kind of a profiles, application servers, right? So everything will come in this session. Okay, so if you haven't not gone through that, I would recommend please go through the previous sessions thoroughly, properly. Those are not very long sessions, very short sessions, and I try to explain everything in very easy way. Okay, so go through those sessions and then come to here because in this particular session I'm going to cover when we are going to set up the non-production and production environment, specifically when we are doing for the installation configuration of the WebSphere for non-production and production environments. Then what are the different practices that we follow, or what are the different profiles that we use? Okay, so at least you will get a complete idea or picture in your mind when you are going for the setup of the environment. Okay, so let us start with the standalone. Okay, or you also referred as non-production environments. So what we have discussed about non-production, in non-production we have only one instance of the application server, right? Because that is sufficient for your development and testing purpose, or even you're running some testing or maybe quality environment. So one application server should be sufficient. No need to create the multiple application servers in a cluster, which is specifically applicable only for the production live environment. And sometimes you may see in the somewhere in the pre-production environment as well with the same architecture just to simulate the load that we have in the production environment. Right. So now if you are in a standalone environment or non-production environment, so basically what we do, so let me specify it clearly. So this is, suppose this is my host, and let me say this is my virtual machine 1. Okay, this is my virtual machine, and I need to configure my few of my environments, like one profile for development. I will not say environment, I will say profile now. So development profile, quality profile, and one is a testing profile. So this profile I will give to my development team, this I will give to my quality team, and this I will give to my tester team. Okay, so once the development is done, they will hand over it to the quality and the testing team, and they will do the testing and then quality test of the code that has been developed. Okay, now to save my cost, this is not a very critical kind of environment where I need 24/7 availability for end customers. So I will create everything in the same single setup, right? So this is my virtual machine VM1. Okay, so very first thing what I do, the first thing you have to install WebSphere. Very first thing, installation of WebSphere. Now once the installation is completed, okay, we need the different profiles. And how many profiles we need here? We need three profiles. So one profile for development, one profile for quality, and one profile for the testing team. Three profiles, right? So that means one, two, three. So I will initiate the PMT tool, pmt.sh, or maybe .bat if you're in a Windows, pmt.sh, one by one. Okay, and then I will create the development profile, one profile for quality and one for the testing. Okay, so this will be my profile. Three profiles I will have in same virtual machine from the single installation of the WebSphere. Okay, and because these are the independent profiles, so they will have their own configuration files, log files, admin console. Okay, and along with that, the different file system structure. File system structure. Okay, that means maybe I have created this particular profile in my C colon. If I'm on Linux, let's suppose that U01, and then profiles and dev. I have given name dev profile. Okay, this is my quality profile. So let's suppose that I have created it inside U01 profiles and then Q profile, quality profile. This is my testing profile. So suppose I created another profile inside U01 profiles and then T profile. So I have three directories now. One directory is for my development, second directory is for my quality, and third directory is for testing, right? So now the corresponding configuration files, startup stop file, stopping files, how to start stop the servers, how to check the different log files, how to do the different kind of configurations. So everything will be separate for each and every environment. There is no dependency. They are completely isolated profiles. which we can use for the different environments. There is no dependency in terms of the configuration files or anything. They are completely different. Okay, the only dependency is that they are using the same WebSphere installation. So if you are going to apply any service pack here, right, or you are going to upgrade the WebSphere, okay, so that means you need to bring down your all three environments when you are going for the upgrade or you are going to apply any service pack, because all three profiles for all three environments are created from the same WebSphere installation, right? So this is how we set up. And now, so once your installation of WebSphere is done and you would like to create three different profiles which is having only one server, one application server. So what we will do, we will initiate the PMT tool, pmt.sh, or maybe we will use the manage profile command line tool. Okay, and then we will select which profile, we will select application server profile. Okay, and using this application server profile one by one, we will create three different environments, or you can say three different profiles for my three different environments and development, quality, and testing. So by this way, we do setup of the non-production environment with the help of application server profiles. Okay, we'll see this in with the executions as well. Okay, one by one, I will execute the profile tools, and I will create the multiple profiles as I have explained in this session and the previous sessions as well. Now this was about standalone. Now let us talk about the production or live environment. Okay, so now suppose that in production environment, what I need four node architecture. I need four application server, which is I am going to manage with the help of the deployment manager. Okay, so that means this is suppose node one. I'm talking saying it node one, right? Node one, node two, not the VM or server. Node two, node three, and this is node four. I need one deployment manager, which may be on separate node, node 5. Okay, and I want to manage all these from the deployment manager, right? So what I need here, I need my deployment manager here, and then I need four application servers here: app server 1, app server 2, app server 3, and app server 4, which will be running on my different nodes. This is the architecture that I want to set up, and all these will be part of the cluster. This will be part of the cluster. Okay, so that means what I need to do first, the very first thing, install WebSphere. So I have four different nodes, not four, in fact, I have five nodes, including my deployment manager, right? So install WebSphere on each and every machine, right? So I have five machines here. So install WebSphere on each and every machine, five machines. So installation is done. What is the next step I said we need to do? We need to create the profile, right? So when you are creating the profile on deployment manager node, this node, deployment manager. So select the management profile. Select the management profile, and inside the management profile, what we have seen in the previous session, we have two profiles, right? Deployment manager and administrative agent. So inside the management profile, select the deployment manager profile, and then create the deployment manager profile for this particular machine where, sorry, let me delete it, where my deployment manager going to run, right? This one. So what we have done first, we have installed the WebSphere on each and every machine, all five machines. Second, to create the profiles. Now, because in here in these different nodes, I need the application server profiles, and here I need the deployment manager profile. So what I will do first, in the deployment manager node, I will create the management profile where I will select the deployment manager option. So once my deployment manager profile is ready here, then I will go one by one to each and every application server here. Okay, so what I will do, I will create the custom profile on each and every node. Custom profile. That means initiate the PMT tool in this one, create custom profile. Initiate PMT tool here, create custom profile. Initiate PMT tool here, create custom profile. Again initiate PMT tool here and create custom profile. So for each and every server where I need the application servers in the cluster, I will create the custom profiles, right? So once custom profile is ready, I need to federate all these node with my deployment manager so that it can be controlled by my deployment manager. So I need to run the command. There is a add node command that we run for federation of the node. So I will run the add node command to federate this node agent with the deployment manager. Similarly, I will run add node command in my second node as well for federation, and similar way I have to run this federation in each and every server where I have created a custom profile. So once this federation is done, then your deployment manager can reach to each and every node, right? And once that is done, you need to have to create the cluster from the console. You can access the admin console in your browser, then create the cluster and then create the application servers, app servers from the console only. So here we have 4 nodes. So you need to create the 4 application servers, okay, 4 app servers, and make them part of the cluster. And by this way, your complete live environment infrastructure will be ready. So what we have done, let me quickly tell you. Very first thing, we have to install the WebSphere on each every node. Then we need to create the profile. On deployment manager node, we will create the deployment manager profile. On your other node where we need the application servers, we are going to create the custom profile. Once the custom profile is ready, we need to federate this custom profile with the deployment manager. And once the federation is completed, you go to your admin console from the browser and create the cluster, create your application servers, and your infrastructure, or you can say clustered environment, will be up and ready.